Hey guys, Will Brower here, manager of Zaandarbrow, I guess you can say, and I play August in Death Note.
Hi, my name is Shady O'Miley, or Timothy Andrew Froner. I play Detective Shady, how original.
Hi, my name is Christina, and I play Mara in Death Note.
I am Kayvon, and I play Ellen Bauer's Death Note skit.
My name is Larry Sanders, and I play Detective Sanders on Death Note.
Okay, Mike.
I like the anime. It was one of my favorite animes of all time before I saw Attack on Titan. And do I like my character's adaptation? Yeah, I do. I think there's a little bit more of a grizzle to him. He's a little bit more rough, but I think that's just because I'm a little bit more rough.
I have seen the anime, and I have seen the original movie from Japan, and I loved it because it has my favorite Japanese actor in it. But anyways, I like this adaptation. It's a little bit more darker and more sassy. Not just all fangirling.
Have I seen Death Note? Yes. Do I like Death Note? Here's the thing, everyone's gonna probably hate me. No, I don't hate it, but I'm more of a magical girl type of person. And do I like the way that you wrote my character? Honestly, with how you made my version of Elle, I actually really do like it. It's like a fabulous spin on how the actual one is. And it's not at all like the Netflix adaptation, so yeah.
Yeah, I did enjoy my character's adaptation. We tried to go with the light route, but we're like, I cannot play crazy like that, so I changed my character from light to like an original character who finds the Death Note, because I can't do that crazy. I can do surprised and be like, well, what is this? What do I do with this? Ooh, I can kill people now, huh? So yeah, we changed my character a little bit. One, because we're in America, not in Japan. And we did keep some things the same, but a little twist on, you know, it's a fan fiction, so I enjoyed it.
It was a wonderful anime, one of my top 10 back in the day. When I was a spry little Shikigami. Before I really killed many people, you know. I was in Shikigami college, you know, we had a whole remedial first Death Day class. It was really great. Anyways, what's the next question?
Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
I would say my favorite scene was definitely my death. I don't know what it was about it, because like for the most part throughout the whole show, and this is understandable for what it is, we're just kind of sitting down talking. It's not really like as tense as you think, but then like towards the end of the show you see like this small little action scene where I'm jumping over a fence once or twice, I'm doing a roll. I'll admit some of that was improvised by me, and I don't know, I just kind of like showing that. And then there's that clip where I'm rolling down the hill. That's actually me gripping for dear life, because had I not like stopped where I stopped, I would have fell into the water. That would have been fun.
I thought your favorite scene was your drinking scene.
Oh, yeah. I was actually drunk for that. Well, tipsy. Not lightly, I swear.
Favorite thing I have shot is when I die. Yeah.
I actually have two favorites. The first favorite would have to be when I was basically analyzing August during our game, because that was a lot of fun. Because one, the cards that we were actually drawing at first, like towards the end, like when we redid the shot, we actually like made it so that it was we made it so that all the cards were drawn in a specific way. But funnily enough, when we redid it, it was because the cards that we were drawing originally were all just reverses after reverses after reverses after reverses. So even though we scripted it the second time around, it was hilarious that it was actually working out for us when we first filmed it. But my second favorite would have to be the fight scene. Because like, even though it was like, honestly, in my personal opinion, really poorly done on my end. Cause like, ugh.
On the fly.
Yeah, it was on the fly. But like, honestly, it was a lot of fun. Getting candy and yeeting it in your face, moving around you and kicking you in the butt.
Favorite scene I've shot is the Uno scene between me and Kayvon. favorite blooper is when I couldn't say my first evil line, I guess you could say, with Romulus. Well, get ready to enjoy the show, Romulus. I've already taken a few crimes I found into my own hands, and the news has started damn it!
Remember Brower. And this is
Other than me tossing, or Arius tossing the apple to Michael.
These scenes where I got to yell at Brower, I guess.
So every episode.
Catching the apple was pretty fun, except it took like 20 takes. I couldn't catch it without. I had to just force catch it because I couldn't look.
Action. Oh, it's so close.
You just got. I wanted to make it look cool.
I think that ties into the next question. Favorite blooper?
Apple.
I don't know, there's a lot of them because we fuck up a lot. So
When Shady was drunk and y'all tried to do lines.
that was entertaining.
It's not the blooper is not my fault. It's Michael's fault. It's always whenever Michael does something stupid. Yeah.
Oh, easy. We're in Brian's house, and I'm with Arius, and fucking Josh is making a sound in the other room. So I started to go like chase him, like, yo, come here, and then I accidentally slammed the door and cave on his face by accident. And then it kind of just turns into this like random like, I'm sorry moment.
I have to find that. I couldn't find it for the blooper reel.
Hey, okay, what was your favorite scene that you shot?
Gloves
Oh, it's gloves on my feet. It was gloves on my feet, not socks on my feet. Why am I forgetting? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it was gloves on my feet.
I was just so tired that day. I was just autopilot.
This isn't over.
Oh, will be. Very soon.
Gloves on my feet, gloves on my feet. I'm Shinigami, I got gloves on my feet.
I hate you.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
And then he had the camera.
I love that so much. Okay. Any improv scenes or most?
Oh, well that ties into it. I just decided to be goofy the last day of filming my scenes because I was so happy not to ever have to put all that makeup again. So like there's just one scene where I think that's the same day you died, isn't it?
Yeah, I died.
So I had the gloves, I just put them on my feet, and there's a filming, and then Brower brings it back to me. It's like, gloves on my feet, gloves on my feet. I got gloves on my feet.
My favorite blooper. Every single goddamn time that I burp.
Bless you.
I don't know why, but whenever we film anything, before we begin, I just burp, and I just don't get it.
Any improv scenes or mostly scripted?
I'll admit it's mostly scripted because when Brower writes this, for the most part, he kind of writes it in a way where it's just like a general idea, not really a characterization. He kind of leaves that mostly up to the actors playing them, which is actually really good.
Blah, can't speak right now. Like we said, the fight scene was an impromptu scene. I did paraphrase a lot of the lines that you wrote because one, even though they were really good, they were slightly stiff halfway through. So I just paraphrased them a little bit because they were perfect other than that. But otherwise, no, you did a great job writing, so not that many. Yay. Not that many.
And luckily Christina was co-writer.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Because, like, you're a good writer, but combining your efforts with Christina, yes.
The things I do improvise are the way that I say a line if I haven't like completely like revised the way that it was said, but like they'll like, you know, just like the intention of the line I may like say differently depending on, or I'll do something like, you know, like action wise that I necessarily wasn't supposed to do, but I thought it would, you know, add something to the scene, so I do it.
I stick to the script, and I might change the lines here and there a little bit just when it fits my speech patterns better.
Better than the Netflix movie.
I'm just being a dick. I think it's better in aspects. Obviously, something I feel like the Netflix movie has that's above us is cinematography. If you really look at the Netflix movie, I don't care what anyone says, it's actually beautifully shot, especially with colors.
Rant on the Netflix movie. It was.
No, I hate the character, like the whole character of Elle they put in the Netflix movie. Like, seriously, they changed my beloved Elle into such a loser.
I wouldn't say our show is necessarily better. I mean, I think what Netflix did worked, I guess, kind of. Like, it wasn't the worst live adaptation of a show I've seen.
Yeah.
By far. Fucking Dragon Ball Evolution. It's probably the worst, if not. Next to that would probably be Avatar: The Last Airbender.
If you like it, then that's great. There are a lot of things that I like that are trash. Like, I really enjoy watching really crappy anime. Like, I liked watching Karen
I'm
Senki.
gonna just add a question real quick. Why did you cast everyone in the roles that you did? Was it like deliberate? Like, obviously Aries already plays a cop and like a ton of other things, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, why'd you cast, for example, Michael and Christina, or even me, in the roles that you did?
So fun fact, this isn't our first attempt at filming Death Note. We've been trying to do this since like, I would say first year of college.
Which was
2014. Because there's a whole behind the scenes video somewhere on my channel of Death Note behind the scenes. And it was a bad story, let's just say, and it never got released. There was another one where Tio was the Shinigami at one point, and like, he told me specifically he couldn't do it, so I'm like, you know what, let's just try it, because I've been trying to do this for forever now. So now we're like, oh, Michael can do an evil laugh. Michael, do you want to play Shinigami because you were in bad guy roles before, but you never, like, really talked in the bad guy roles other than Kemek? So he's like, sure, I'll be the bad guy. And Christina mentioned that she wanted to cosplay as Misa Misa from Death Note. So like, you gotta cosplay? You wanna act in our fan film? There you go. Arius as a cop, we figured instead of having a dad, I have a roommate that's a cop because of my age and where I'm at in my life. So, cop outfit. And Shady, just a goofy cop character in the background because goofy cop character.
I think the hardest thing that I've ever done with Brower happened, which was when the opening scene originally was never in the show. I said like, hey, we should add this opening scene where it's just more of an aesthetics kind of shots where he's just like next to a waterfall and whatnot. And at one point, my dumbass accidentally sat on an anthill. And me and Brian started getting bit by all these fucking ants. So, you know, that was lovely. We had a blast doing that.
Alright.
Was this an easier project to shoot because it was mostly inside?
Yeah, definitely. It takes out a lot of unpredictable things in Florida, like it rains all the time in Florida.
The hardest thing about it was that the fact that most of us are in school and there's COVID. That was the hardest thing about it. But it was definitely so much easier because it was all indoors. Well, it was mostly indoors. You had your outdoor stuff. But all my scenes were indoors. There was like little to no fighting. I'm pretty decent at memorizing lines, so that's always a plus. And honestly, it was quick, easy, and a lot of fun. The hardest thing about it, now that I think about it, is that you actually wrote me in as L before I agreed to be L. You're just like, we know who's perfect. And then Christina's like, you know who would really be perfect? Kayvon. You're like, you know what? Let's do it, bet. I'm like, wait, whoa.
Wait,
Actually, you know what? This sounds fun.
Would you rather have Elwin or Kayla?
I would say I would rather have Elwin, just because the way Kayvon portrays him is a little bit more on the sassy side a little bit. Checkmate. And that's really like cute. And I was just like, yo, this is definitely not L, but this is just Kayvon pretending to be L, and I love that.
The original version, Kila. But this version, L.
Aww. Granted, I'm not as smart as Kira, so that's why I changed my name.
Look, okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. I'm sorry, but I think the best but worst part of the show, which was an unintentional laugh, was when Ella's over there in the hallway, has the death note in hand, and then it just cuts to you going like, shit.
Because you know what I'm gonna say. L should win, hands down, always. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Everyone who likes Death Note, forgive me. But come on, Light is not a good person.
If Kira did win, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. The world could use less people. So, you know, if he was roaming around still just knocking off criminals and shit, I mean...
But in anime, I've always wanted Kira to win because I'm like, he tries so hard for this shit, so give him his world for like a month or two, see how he does.
Figure out who is behind it until you, like, solidly see, like, you know, like, the Death Note and, like, you know, the effect it has on people and, like, just, like, you know, just when someone grabs the Death Note and, you know, they just start losing their shit because they're possessed by the, you know, the god of death that is, you know, that owns that book. So it's you know, just pretty much nothing but wild cards. All you can do is just like suspect people that are, you know.
In films, do you like playing the good guy or the bad guy?
Actually, I have yet to play a bad guy. I have yet to play a bad guy. That would be an interesting route. I would like to play a bad guy. I think I could do a good bad guy. You can't see it, but Brower's like doing this right now, so I think he's thinking of something. I would like to play a bad guy, but I guess I'm gonna say good guy just because I've never tried a bad guy before.
Your tavern owner is secretly an assassin.
The tavern guy
from the king.
Yeah.
I really can't answer that because I basically never end up playing a good character. I want to, so next time you write something, let me be a good character. Because you always write me as a villain.
I'm sorry. You're very intimidating.
This is my child! This is my child and I bake cookies!
I get to play villain most of the time. I don't know why. It looks so like righteous, right? I look like such a nice person. I don't know why people always cast me as a villain, but most times I'm the villain. But villains are fun though. Villains, I get to be creative, I get to be all emo, dark, like let all my dark side out.
But hey, where's Zelda?
Yeah, that's true. Zelda might be the first hero I've played in a while.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, Brower's going to do the exact same thing that I'm doing, so he's probably going to cut this part out, but if he doesn't, it's going to be really awkward. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We are 50 subscribers away from reaching 4K. He has this channel, like special that's about to happen, and we really want to fucking show you guys it because it was... you can follow me on Ultra Swag Time or Shady O'Malley on YouTube. I mostly use Shady O'Malley. Ultra Swag Time is just my main channel. Just think Smosh and Smosh Games. You can also follow me on Instagram at Shady O'Malley. Please follow because, you know, sometimes a boy likes a like once in a while.
Alright, thank you for watching, and this is Christina. On Instagram, it's at YLIU99. Just put it here. Yeah. And please follow me on Instagram. I'm an actress, I'm a model, I'm a stunt woman, and hire me.
Alright guys, well again, this has been Ari Sanders, and I hope you guys enjoyed our little web series on...
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. On Instagram, I am Prince Halu. He will put it up on the screen. And on Twitter, I'm at KVonDLogan. He'll also put it on screen. Honestly, if you want to see anything from me, you'd be better off going to Instagram. But I'll be on both, you'll see.
The camera died, so this is Michael's channel, Wolven Swiftwind, and Michael's Instagram, Wolven Swiftwind. Support. And also shout out to the people not in this interview, such as Cole, and Josh, and Brian, who helped with this Death Note production and were a few characters in the show, so please support them as well.
And what's happening next? Is this it for Death Note for Zaandarbrow?
The ending was pretty much everyone dies, and Arius finds out the truth. But we don't really see him, we just hear Michael's laugh at the end and have a close-up shot of the Death Note, and like most horror movies, I kind of wanted it to end with like kind of a cliffhanger, like did he find out? Did he not find out? Everyone else is dead, so what's gonna happen now? If this is it for Death Note for Zaandarbrow, I wouldn't complain, but our original idea back in 2014 was to have multiple seasons with different characters having the Death Note. So I wouldn't mind bringing this stuff back with Arius as the main character and Michael being his Shinigami. Maybe I would become a Shinigami because I died by the Death Note.
Cole Shinigami still out there?
Cole's, yes, Mara's Shinigami is still out there too.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
have all the Shinigami and Arius. And in the anime, they've always speculated did Light become a Shinigami after he died? So I would like to explore that aspect if we have time.